What is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? A wonderful, wonderful Sunday, fun day. NFC, AFC Championship Sunday, right? Some great football. One game still going on. Let's face the facts. The game's over. I mean, Kansas City, too good. Too good. Was blown away. I did not think Tom Brady would win that one. But, hey, we have a home Super Bowl team playing for the first time in history. Very, very cool. So looking forward to that in 2 weeks. Let's say hello to some people. We got Eric, Auntie Audie. How are you? Campbell's Collecting. Poppin' Son Pops. Keep it rocking. How are you guys doing? Payback. Quick Draw. Chap Matman. Thank you so much. Mystery Box. Chap. I did see that. So, yeah, the next Luau Funko Pop auction on Whatnot is going to happen this coming Friday at 9 p.m. Only on the Whatnot app. And you can go actually, I figured I'd do something a little bit different, maybe different than a lot of people have ever done. I'm going to put everything up there right now, buy it now. So as we auction things off, if you want to come, you want to go ahead of time, you can go to the site right now and buy anything that's listed there. That includes soda mystery boxes. That includes damaged mystery boxes with overvalue. The soda mystery boxes are insane, guys. 3 sodas, 33 bucks. I think there's 5 total chases in all. How many boxes? 20 boxes. There are 5 chases, one $25 gift card, and one coupon for a $50 Funko mystery box. Not to mention there are sodas in there that are more valuable sodas, like Captain Crunch, like Scare Glow, like Duck Dodgers, and things like that. Some low numbers, Secret Squirrel. So you can go to the Whatnot app, go to the auction page, and check that stuff out if you would like to. Let's see who else we got. Nikki, how are you? William, Jeremy, Sarah, Mama J, how are you? And guys, we have JR from ZOBIE, 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah, he forgot, and you know, the man's busy. You know, he heads up ZOBIE, so he's going to be on tonight. So it gives you guys an opportunity to ask. I mean, really, the things that he has done this year with the pandemic, and his boxes were always fabulous. I've always said it. You know, I open all the boxes, whether it be from Bambox or ZOBIE. You know, those are the two that do very, very similar things. And I've always said, Bam has gotten better. ZOBIE's still there, and get a chance to talk to him, see what's coming up. Maybe we'll give some previews of some upcoming events, things with him. V shouts if you've never tried it, or there's a star on the website that you want to see, go check it out. There's also the ZOBIE auction page where all the auctions start at like 99 cents. I mean, it's insane. It's awesome. So looking forward to having him on there. We have weekly giveaways. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? Rock and Row, how are you? Mr. Soda. You know, I mean, we have a lot of people that are out there that love the sodas. I mean, Professor Josh is big in sodas. You know, I like opening the sodas. I think Papa and Duo likes opening the sodas. So many people love opening the sodas. But there really are, the more you think about it, there are 2 soda absolute fanatics. That being Rock and Row and Coke Fresh. They really are. You know, Coke currently right now I think has the complete set. Rock and Row, I mean, man, you love opening, playing the chase roulette, opening the sodas. So shouts out to you guys. Also, big shouts out to the BPH, huge Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, and his team is going to the Super Bowl. So that is awesome as well. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Rock and Row. Appreciate it. Oh, Chap, awesome, great with the chase roulette. 1 of 15 on the TLCs. Whew, that's fierce. I've gotten a few of them in. I think, what did I do? I did 2 out of 10 on Left Eye, 2 out of 5 on Chili, and I went 0 for 5 on T-Boz, but I got T-Boz in a mystery box, so my set is complete. Gotta have TLC waterfalls. They're awesome. Ooh, 0 for 5 on Walmart 10-inch Supermans. Man, 10-inch. Gotta love it. Giggity. Speaking of giggity, how about go check them out. Pop Drunk released a new video for the first time in about 2 weeks. I think they released that yesterday. So you want to go check them out. Follow Ed and Heather. Ed feeling a little bit better, you know, getting better. So very good for him. Yeah, they're very cool chases. I will tell you guys, they are very, very cool chases. And what do you guys think? All the new items that have come out this week. I think you know, shouts out to Rock and Roll and Cope, Professor Josh, some killing it with some sodas. And pre-orders came out, which I thought were really cool. Even the more limited ones, like the 8,000 piece. What was that? The Scooby Doo, which I'll be honest with you, I don't love it. I don't know. I don't love the design of it, but you know, you had to pick some up. And you could use those on Hot Cash, but for whatever reason, the 20,000 piece All Might didn't work on Hot Cash, disabled against that. So I don't know that. Rosie, another fabulous one from the Jetsons, and then a metallic version. I really like that one. Egon with the slime, I thought was really cool. I enjoyed that one, although the picture on him a little wonky. But yeah, it's sort of the soda. Wallet, I know, wallet empty. And you never know what they have in store for this week. Movies. I'm kind of hoping movies brings us the Goonies. I don't know that for sure, but I hope that it does. Hope it does. 2 chases in my whole chase roulette is fun, and it's cool to have chases. I know Air Pop Control, shouts out to Craig, a big collector of the chases. He loves to collect them, so that is awesome. Let's see. Well, we have some weekly giveaways. We got to do that. Here's some other ones that I figure I'd show off. This one just came in for those of you who've had it on order. There was a regular and then flocked, and you guys know how I feel about it. It's kind of like what is it? The bear, the ad icon bear, right? There's flocked, there's regular, and there's scented. And you know they're going to do flavors and everything like that. Yeah, I only do. I can't remember what it was, but anyway. The sentence interesting, but you know, flocked, I go with that. And the same thing with this Grumpy Cat. Who's seen Grumpy Cat? They had a regular one, and this one just came in. It is the flock Grumpy Cat, so you can get a good idea of it. Very cool. I like the back. Of course, Grumpy Cat passed away, I think, last year, but still a very cool pop. And it's quote unquote an icon. I know watching Ed's video, I watched it this morning where he was talking about those foodie things. Not ad icons, does not say ad icons on the box. The people that collect the ad icons, rest assured, they're not ad icons. And I'm glad, because, man, I don't like them. I really don't. But, you know, with me, I sort of, you know, the collection of ad icons is just so tough. And I think what it was for me, it was all those bleeping McDonald's things that just drove me insane. I have the 5-pack. I'm cool. I'm good. I don't need Stephen McNuggets or any. Oh my God, it's just they got a little insane with it. But I will say, people starting to get the Fred and Barney Pebbles cereal at icons. Those are awesome. I highly recommend you check them out. I know they were on the Funko shop. I think Hot Topic has them for pre-order. The Funko shop did have them, so they are going to start hitting stores and coming to you guys. Insane, awesome. I will also say Funko sodas. If you are He-Man, a Masters of the Universe fan, Scareglow, an insane Funko soda, and the chase is phenomenal. Really an awesome soda. Probably one of my favorite ones that have come out this year. Insane one. Leatherface, for people who love the horror. He has some blood on the stuff. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. But Scareglow, fabulous chase. Also, Duck Dodgers, the metallic chase on that, man, insane. I love it. Very, very cool. All right, let's get to some giveaways. I have another one. So here's one to show. I know people, you know, were very skeptical. Is there going to be a re-release of this? And there was a website that had these on that sold them. I want to say it was $69.99 or $59, something along those lines. They sold out of them, and it was a special edition of a very, very Grail-esque Funko Pop from Star Wars. Mine came in, and it came in minty fresh. It is General Grievous. So I don't know if they're going to re-release this here in the States, or it's going to be an overseas release. I don't know, but there he is, special edition sticker, both lightsabers. It is an insane pop. It is awesome. You can sort of see the back of it. But if you ordered yours, it does come in a nice, feels like a nice 0.5 millimeter protector. No name protector, but came in really good. That was awesome. See, another one. If I get this. For all of you wrestling fans, definitely check out Dark Parlor Originals, doing some very cool stuff. And this one came in, and we'll talk. I know JR is a very big wrestling fan. This one came in. Shouts out to Dark Parlor Originals, Jeff Hardy. So Jeff, it's hard to get his. It doesn't do a lot of autographs. Kind of a cool autograph. But Jeff Hardy was really cool. This one came in. Only 100 of them made. Did not do Funko Pops. I don't know if there even is. I think there's a 2-pack. But didn't do Funko Pops. So, very cool. And Dark Parlor, I think, has signings with Ric Flair coming up. It was an AJ Styles one. There's an Undertaker one. So if you love your wrestling Funko Pops, check them out. And Dwight from The Office is going to do his Funko Pop signing with Dark Parlor in April, and I think that can go on pre-sale. I want to say it was either February or March. So for me, as a Dwight fan, looking forward to that. Oh, Sarah, yeah, he's awesome. I don't know when his contract is up with WWE. I would think he may go to AEW. I think that's what he'll do in the end, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, 7-Eleven, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I know a couple people have sold them or are selling them. I've heard Pop Culture Overseas is selling them. I have heard Big Apple is selling them as well. Hold up, because I have a feeling when they get closer to release, something with WWE, they always release them on their shop. So I would wait. I'm not sure I'd pay $30 for it quite yet. I mean, Pop Culture was cool, but you can't ship it to the States. So that one is really cool. The wrestling ring with The Rock and Austin looks really cool. The regular Austin, I just think they really suck at doing belts. Really, there's no detail. The belts look bad to me. That's just me. They just look so blah. Put some metallic on them or make them a little bit bigger or something. It needs a little something. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Let's get to some giveaways, right? And think about what you guys want to ask JR from ZOBIE. JR had one of his partners that did a lot of horror that was on with Jazzy from House of 1,000 Pops about 2 weeks ago. Big into horror, and yeah, now we get to talk to JR. So looking forward to that. But let's do this. Let's share the screen and bring up application window. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. Weekly giveaway. Let's see what we got on the weekly giveaway slate. We have head-to-head, which we do have a head-to-head winner from last week. Again, shipping, everything like that. We'll probably end up doing that next week. $30 PayPal credit. We have a soda mystery box available, an anything mystery box available, a regular Funko mystery box available, and the prize wheel, which we could do live if you wanted to do it. All right. So let's get our comments. We are sitting at 99 comments. Are we ready? Here we go. Weekly winner number 1 is going to be, congratulations, Elaine Allen's Pops and Stuff. Elaine, you know how to get a hold of me. Let me know what you'd like to win. If you want to do the prize wheel, we can do it live. All right, and let's pick winner number 2 is going to be, congratulations, Grinchville. Awesome, Grinchville won. See you tonight on the live. Yes, congratulations, Grinchville won, and Elaine Allen's Pops and Stuff. Awesome. And we'll remove that. But hey, before I do that, here we go. Just so you guys can see some of the cool stuff that is coming up. Let's see. So again, if you guys are not familiar, this is shopzobie.com. And just some awesome stuff. So this is like ZOBIE auctions. So it's like the own auction page, some awesome stuff. Everything is authenticated. And then here are sort of the mystery boxes. So this one, of course, sold out. This was the Pop Culture. They are every other month. Right now, still have the ZOBIE animation where you get an autographed Wolverine Funko Pop. February 1st, you can start pre-ordering the next Fright Pack, which, look at that, Dr. Sleep. Yeah, look at that. Dr. Sleep, Fright Night, Lock and Key, Friday the 13th, and Tremors. So again, I'm not always familiar with the horror, but some awesome stuff there. And then here is just what is game-changing. All these you can send in and do autograph signings. And then you could do V-Shouts. Insane, where you get a video clip of the person autographing your item. It's awesome. I love it. Really, really quite a game changer. And the cool thing is you just don't know what you're going to get, you know, because I think it shows the real personality of the people doing it. You get some people that do fabulous V-Shouts. Some people are just really quick about it. So I think it's really cool, really quite game changing. And then they also have always new merchandise that pops up. Look at it, Jesse Eisenberg. That's an awesome one. So I highly recommend it. Also, another thing you want to do is you could use discount codes. I know Clint has one called Kicks10, saves you 10%, right? Or you could be a ZOBIE member, pay $6 a month, save 20% off everything but V-Shouts. So it is awesome. It's insane. Very, very cool to talk to JR very soon. There you can sort of see a couple one. Christina Ricci, they just did. Christopher Lloyd. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I'll move that and that. And we'll stop the screen. So, Nightshade, how are you guys doing? Nikki, how are you? And yeah, I'll tell you guys, anything you guys want to see, if you follow the Instagram, you know the new auction is listed. You can go to it. You can see it. You can buy anything from it. The soda mystery boxes, the damage mystery boxes, they're all up there right now on Whatnot. And then I'll be there, Whatnot Live, 9 p.m. on Friday night. And I think Sean's actually going. Funko Pop auction is, I think, 5 o'clock on Friday night as well. So you can see us both. But some very, very cool stuff. Funko Grails. There are a bunch of commons for people that are interested in T-Boz, Chili, Evil Knievel, Left Eye. All those up. I think they're up for like $10. Buy it now. Commons. So check those out. We'll probably have some. We have Black Series for people that love the Star Wars. I had a case of Black Series come in, and I have ones that I didn't need. So I think they're all Mandalorian ones from Moff Gideon. Krell was in there. So yeah, go check it out. They're all up at Buy It Nows as well, and we'll auction stuff off as we go. Cool. All right. Never ever is cheap to ship to Canada. No, it is not. Lane Allen wants the prize wheel. Okay, we can do the prize wheel. All right, here we go. The prize wheel live, where we have the big prize. We have a $100 mystery box. We have, there we go. We have a $100 mystery box, $50 mystery box, a Teespring item of your choice, the famous Pop and Candy. We have an exclusive pop. We have a soda mystery box, a chalice style mystery box, a $25 mystery box, a anything mystery box. Always nice when they make them tight. And the Luau pin. So are we ready? Elaine, are you ready? All right, here we go. And it's going to land on a Pop and Candy. So Elaine, congratulations on the Pop and Candy. I am sure I have your address. Always shoot it to me on Instagram and let me know. And there are some good stuff in Pop and Candy. New stuff. I'm trying to think some of the new candies we have. I think there is still some sugar cookie M&Ms. Might have some fudge brownie M&Ms. Cookies and cream Twix. Maybe sea salted Milky Way. So definitely some very cool stuff. Very, very cool. Oh, definitely, Nick. Yeah, always check it out. You just never know. You never know. You never know. And I'll be adding a few more things to come up throughout the week. But, you know, when you get the mystery boxes, the soda ones out there, the damaged ones out there, a couple other ones. For those of you who love The Office, there is a case, sealed case of Walmart exclusive Office minis up for auction as well. Actually, it's up for buy now. So people that love The Office and the Office minis, I actually ended up getting 2 cases, and right there you go. I completed my Dwights of the minis. But if you're looking for the Office minis, definitely check them out. They're up there right now. So, and it's a whole sealed case, untouched. Untouched. So always very cool. Yeah, Nick, I guess what Australia is, it's like summertime there for you guys. Cliff, how are you doing? Just a mystery box of candy. I'll have to figure that one out. I'll have to figure that one out. I've never done, I don't think I've ever done a popping candy on Whatnot. Maybe we'll have to. I've done giveaways of it. Cliff, how are you? Yeah, I'm with you guys. Humidity sucks. Summer here in the East Coast, Pennsylvania and stuff like that, humidity is an awful, awful thing. Never, ever a good thing. Let's see. I'll give you guys an update on the game, which 38 to 21 with 3 minutes to go. I'm guessing that game is, like we said, over. Shouts out to the Buffalo Bills, a great game, and they're going to be there. Definitely contenders going forward in a couple, next year and the year after that. But Kansas City, too tough, too strong. But man, go to Tampa Bay, play the Bucs at home, Super Bowl. I like Kansas City, but that's another talk for another day. All right, Shemaine, how are you? Remember, guys, get any kind of questions you want, and I highly recommend you guys go over, take a look at shopzobie.com. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. You see me open up the boxes from all of them. The pop culture, the ZOBIE Fright Pack, the wrestling when they do that one, the animation, the anime. We've done it all, and we love it. And oh, Grinchville just so the 6 the Duck Dodgers Funko Soda Chase metallic is insane. It is awesome. It is awesome. All right. Well, I see in the background we have our special guest. Are we ready to bring him on? All right. He is the creator, the founder of ZOBIE. If you guys are not familiar with it, check it out. ZOBIE, shopzobie.com. From mystery boxes to autograph signing sessions, to auction page, to now the very popular and game-changing V-Shouts. Here we go. We're going to bring him on. Let me just change the background. We'll just remove the banner because I don't want it to get in the way. Actually, we won't do that. We'll go up here. And all right, are we ready? Here he is, guys. JR, the owner, CEO of ZOBIE.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for coming on, JR. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I said, when I was thinking about people to bring on and guests that we've been doing for a while, I said, man, I got to try to get ZOBIE. I think I've done YouTube now for a little over 2 years, and the first box I ever got was around your Christmas. I think it was like William Zabka, the first autograph you did with him, which had like the Grinch pin, and you hooked me from then on.
Yeah, that was the Cobra Kai when it was still on YouTube, and I think Home Alone was also one of the themes in that box.
It was, and then you had the really cool, what was it, Han Solo frozen carbonite, like a little ornament.
Yeah, that was a great prop company called Cabin 13. They did that prop for us. That was a good box. That was, I think, the 3rd box we ever produced for our pop culture mystery box.
I tell people, and I mean, there's really only 2 companies that do like you do, and we all know what the other one is. I open both, and so that sort of gives me, I think, the right to say, one's here. You guys have always been here. You guys are really the standard bearer of how you do this. I
Um,
think you don't rush it too. I like that you do every other month. And for me, I've never had a box where I've been disappointed.
yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of great companies who do mystery boxes. I feel like for us, we really cater to the collector who is focused on the autographs, and but we still try to create a box that if you're not able to attend comic cons, which obviously like last year was a huge year where everything was shut down, our gimmick has always been try to bring the comic con to your mailbox every single month. It doesn't matter if you're an anime fan or a wrestling fan, if you're a horror fan, we have a box that caters to you. If you're an autograph collector, then our boxes are for you. So our boxes are a little bit different from everybody else's, but I have great respect. The mystery box game is very difficult to do, to be honest with you. You always have to cater to ever changing the schedules, as well as just the what's going on in the world. And last year was a prime example of that.
I'd say you got some people saying ZOBIE rocks, ZOBIE's the best.
Well, I always appreciate the positivity. Yeah, the mystery boxes, I think a lot of people, if they're buying one product from us, it's always tends to be a mystery box first. So it's our opportunity to try to get a consumer to be happy and have that first experience with us.
Hey, you hooked me, and then for me, I mean, I know you love wrestling. I know I've heard that many places. Wrestling's a big thing for you, and then horror, not necessarily, but the Fright Box was your first box.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I always say that my fandom, if I had to like pick one fandom that it reigns supreme in my life, it's always been pro wrestling. I enjoyed watching horror films growing up. When my mom used to take me to Blockbuster on Fridays and rent movies. I was always going after the originals like Friday 13, or the first couple of them, and the Nightmare on Elm Street. But for me, my big fandom was always pro wrestling. That was my thing. I've always been a huge wrestling nerd since I was a little kid, and I try to attend as many live events as I possibly can. And I'm itching for an opportunity to again soon. To be honest with you, I feel like everybody, like, I just want to go to a concert. I want to go to a pro wrestling match and act like a child. And yeah, I hope we can get back to that one day, to be honest with you, soon.
I'm hoping. I'm thinking. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. What I mean, you live. What ZOBIE's basically down there, almost like Texas, the capital, really, of pro wrestling.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. I just got done Friday. We were hanging out with Sting. He was doing a V-Shot wave, and we're talking about AEW and how he can't wait to do shows again live in front of fans. And I told him, I was like, I can't wait for you guys to come to Houston so we can be in the front row making followers. And there was this a vendor had purchased this. It must have been like 10 by 8 old school dry mounted photo of when they inducted Sting to the TNA Hall of Fame. And so I was playing with them because these boards were like a whole wall, and they brought him so he can sign them. And so I kept telling Sting, you got to sign here. You got to sign here. It's like, his chest is like 8 feet wide, and he's just looking at me, shaking his head like, stop playing. Yeah, I'm just a wrestling nerd. I love wrestling. My business partner in V-Shout and my best friend Gilbert and I, we typically attend every Royal Rumble, WrestleMania together. And so this year we're just going to have a pizza party here at my house next week and start the road to WrestleMania.
It'll be good. I guess they're what Tampa. I've heard they're going to have it and then do sort of the same thing over 2 nights or something. So
yeah. I know we were invited to attend, but I personally am not attending any events where I have to deal with all of the different precautions. So I won't make it this year, but I'm hoping next year we can attend events with no mask and really just enjoy ourselves.
speaking of V shouts, because Sting was one, I think I'm up to 4 V shouts now, and man, I don't know if it was the pandemic that gave you the idea with, but really V shouts this year were just insane. I mean, it's really a game changer. It was always cool sending you guys Funko Pops or pictures to have signed by great people, but V shouts are like, man, and they're awesome. They're awesome.
Absolutely. I think for us, we had to adapt. you know, if you really look at the history of ZOBIE, this is our fifth year anniversary. We were always attending different Comic Cons every single weekend. Either we were conducting signings for regular autograph pre-orders, or we were doing signings in order to fulfill some of our mystery boxes. But when the pandemic hit in March of 2020, we really had to shift our business model. And I think for us personally, it was one of those things where I knew that Comic Cons weren't going to be around till probably late 2021. And how do I still achieve our goal of getting authentic memorabilia and allowing fans to send in their items? And for me, authentication video is, I think, the future of the business. And I've always considered myself to adapt to the way that the collecting world is moving. And I can foresee integrations with QR codes and video authentication. So I was like, you know what, VShout can fulfill the need currently, which is no Comic Con, still get your autographs. But moving forward, we can be the foundation for the business as far as video authentication. I think in autograph world, there's so many different fakes on eBay, and people are getting scammed all the time. For me, I want to be able to change the way the business is done for the better. I want to be able to have that first time autograph buyer feel like they're making a purchase that they know it's authentic. They know it's real. There's no autograph. I look at as investments a lot of the times too. Is you can see this proof of it as sports cards and Pokemon craze right now.
Oh my goodness.
Autograph purchases will go up over time. And so for me, I want to be the leading company in that in years to come. So for us, VShot was just our first step. We have so many different programs and implementation from a technology standpoint that we're incorporating in 2021 to get us to that goal.
Insane. I've got to say I love them, and I like that you sort of get a feel of the star, sort of their persona, because there's some people that V-shouts are absolutely insane, like Sammy Guevara.
Yeah,
with his V-shouts, and it's like I have not seen anyone put into a V-shout video like per person what he does.
Yeah, it's a promo. It's literally a free-for-all promo he does in his apartment in Houston with me every 60 days. And he literally off the cuffs, like, will tell me, have the fans add as much information as possible about them in the notes. And I'm just going to literally free-for-all gimmick, like just boom, 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 right, one after another. And he's a rock star, you know. He has the lights, and he's a really big YouTube content creator, and so he has the perfect wall. He's got all his anime Funkos in the back, and he's got the panda head next to him. He's got some indie belts next to him, and he cuts promos for the fans. And I think that's, like, to me, those are my favorite V-shouts. You really get a sense of their personality, the people who really love their fans. And you know, true story with Sammy, he wanted it to be really affordable. He's one of the cheapest V-shouts you can get, and his promos are always 30 seconds to a minute, and literally a promo. I mean, there's been fans who wanted him to cut promos on him, like just talking shit, and he does it. Can I cuss? I didn't even know.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, Sammy, if you're a wrestling fan, highly recommend Sammy's V-shouts just because they're a lot of fun.
He is. I mean, I think Sammy's like $40. It's. I mean, all of them. Even when you talk about Sting, what an icon he is, and I've heard what Sting is like $80. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, he's 80 at the shows, and a lot of the conventions moving forward, they're going. A lot of the people are going to be raising their prices. So, what you're seeing on the website is literally what they're going to be charging when conventions come back. So, I feel like V-Shout's also a plug-in and play, so to speak, for a lot of conventions. We have 7 contracts already, where if you're not able to attend a Comic-Con, most likely V-Shout will be partnering with a Comic-Con and still give you that opportunity to have a virtual experience. So we're moving really aggressively to expand that technology for sure.
And here you have some people saying they live in not too far away from you in a town called Goodrich.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm in Keenwood, and our our headquarters is located off of 45 in Houston, Texas. We have plans to open up our showroom to the public and have a bunch of talent signed for the fans. But right now, it's just because of so many different restrictions. I want to do it right. I want to be able to have it to where the fans can come and hang out and have fun with the talent. And right now we're just not able to do that. But in the future, I can't wait.
Hopefully the end of the year, maybe summer, we start to see it a little bit better. End of 2021, hopefully.
Yeah, I predict October through December, you'll probably see some smaller shows. And then maybe August of 2022, you'll start seeing some really big shows come through. But I think you'll be at limited capacity for sure at the end of this year, maybe 50.
Yeah.
And if a convention is running in a state-owned convention, I don't see them running again this year, just because the state's going to probably shut that shit down. But I do predict we'll see some smaller shows, 50 to 75% capacity by the end of the year.
And for me, I'm sort of on a path trying to complete my American Pie, and it was I loved you had a couple of American Pie people on there. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm working on a couple more actually. There's that's the one thing for me with V-Shout. There's a lot of talent in the past who's basically not wanted to sign in bulk or won't do conventions, but they're starting to proactively reach out to my DMs and email and be like, hey, I saw this, my friend did it and he had fun with it, he speaks highly of you, maybe we can do something just for the fans. I think it's different because some of these talent doesn't want to sign bulk, or they don't want to attend conventions just because they don't have time for it, but they see the videos being shared on social media and they're like, hey, I could do that. That's cool. And plus, it seems a little bit more personal. And I think that's been like the thing that's been going really well for V-Shop.
I'd say, yeah, it's really cool. I think, Thomas Ian Nicholas, I thought it was an awesome V-Shout. It was just like, be safe. I thought that was really cool add on to it. And I just need the Stifler. But I know he's a tougher one.
I'm working on something. So.
He would be awesome. But yeah, V-Shouts and your auction page as well is another thing that I thought you do that a lot of people don't do.
Yeah, well, we launched it the week that the pandemic hit in America. So it was kind of one of those things where I had invested thousands of dollars into the back end of it to the point where I was really second guessing myself. And then we launched March 6th, and then the pandemic hit, the US. And so I was really second guessing that. But that was 2 years in the making for me. I was saving up to have servers and have a software engineer, create custom code for us and stuff. And it was very tough for us to launch that in a pandemic year. We launched 2 new companies basically in 2020, V-Shout and the ZOBIEauctions.com. And for us, there's no better marketplace for collecting autographs than eBay. But in the big scheme of things, there's a lot of fakes on eBay as well. And you're a small business like myself, giving up 11 to 16% on every sale to eBay is very detrimental to our business, right? We're trying to a lot of things that people don't think of is like we pay state taxes, we pay we have employee taxes, we have a building, we have insurance. There's so many things that go into it. So as a business owner, I'm always looking at the percentages. I'm really big on analytics, and that's just from my cybersecurity background. But I wanted to have our own auction house because the goal would be to partner with really good people, and as far as other dealers, where they can sell their products on the auctions as well, and hopefully be able to save on the percentages that eBay or PayPal would remove from us every transaction on eBay. So
yeah, it's good. I remember your eBay auctions, you always started everything at like 99 cents. And
we still do. Yeah, those are Thursday through Thursday, 125 auctions every week, but ZOBIE auctions is 50 auctions a week, Friday to Friday.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And guys, if you're in there, go check it out. It's insane. I mean, some of the deals you can get on that is all, and you're talking like Christopher Lloyd and insane stuff. I remember I think I got an Al Bundy 11x14 that he actually put Al Bundy, which was awesome. I know he doesn't always do that.
Yeah, no, he hates doing it. I wish I wouldn't have sold all those. I think I only have like 3 left, and I know we started with like 400 of them. So he's one of our popular, people that sell, and so I know we're trying to line up another signing the next week or 2 for that so we can restock. But there's a lot of good collectibles in our auction house. If you're new to ZOBIE, Thursday to Thursday, 9 p.m. Central, we have new auctions end-to-end start every week. And then ZOBIE auctions, we have the custom framed items and the props and a little bit of the higher end items on ZOBIE auctions. But those are 9 p.m. Central every Friday as well, start and end.
We got Nick saying he's hearing that Comic Palooza at the George R. Brown Convention Center might still be on this year. Wasn't sure. You said if you have heard that or if it's true.
They're owned by the city of Houston. I could probably foresee them running at a capacity, like a certain capacity. I could see that possibly. Texas is a Republican state. We run stuff in the city of Houston. You can literally drive down the highway. You wouldn't even know there's a pandemic going on. Sometimes you can look at the Chili's parking lot and we're jammed. So I wouldn't put it past Texas.
Here's another one. Would love Harrison. Ooh, that's a tough one. Harrison Ford. That is a big name, but would love it on one of their hot toys.
Yeah, I know that Harrison Ford does 1 or 2 signings a year, and he's the guy that goes for anywhere between I think it was $750 to $1,500 or something crazy. So yeah, he definitely do signings. For me, that's too rich for my blood. I not done that signing, and I don't ever foresee us doing that just with the amount of money that goes to do something like that.
But last year you had Michael J. Fox, which was insane. That was an awesome get, and some awesome items that you had from him.
Yeah,
the big ones.
Definitely do. We do certain signings for sure. For me, I just don't see us doing signings like that in a time that we're living in right now. I think it's just not the right time for something like that for us. So from if I won't go live with signings like that right now. Maybe in the future.
Here you have some other one asking, let's see, people, Rob Zombie or Robert England?
Yeah, I know we've made an offer to Zombie. We'll see what happens there. Robert, we haven't done anything with him since 2018. I'd love to do something. I'd love to get back to California and do that again. I know he really focuses on his own website, but hopefully we can do something in the near future. That'd be great.
Yeah, he's cool. And going from VChat, another thing, for those of you who don't know, the prop replicas that you do, like here's one. This one was insane. That's, I think, one thing that sets your boxes, apart from a lot of other people, like this one. I don't know if you tell a little bit about maybe what goes into create them, and the quality on them, especially the last one. I think it was a Fright Pack. Maybe it was December. The one that came that was from Van Helsing was unbelievable.
Yeah, but that one really kicked my ass. That prop was originally supposed to be in our July box last year, and then we had issues with creating the glass inside. It's actually real glass, and then we went ahead and shifted it to those vampire stakes because it was just a lot easier to produce. We work with a company here in Houston to produce our props, and so when we started to do that syringe, if you notice, there was some weight to it, and it was over 10 inches big, right?
Yep.
There's a lot that goes into creating props, because I've seen others do props, and they'll throw in cardboard or very cheap, 50-cent prop, and it's like, hey, it's a theme. I didn't want to do that. For us, I wanted the autograph, obviously, to always have the value aspect of it, and we were the first company that had third-party authentication. I never somebody be like, I don't know ZOBIE, I don't know their mystery box, is this fake? I wanted to make sure it's a second stamp of approval from one of the leading third-party authenticators. But I wanted the props to have weight. I wanted them to be as full size as possible, even if it was possible in a $40, $50 box. So our props are always heavy hitting, just because I feel like we spend the money to make an actual real good prop. I want people to look at our boxes as quality over quantity, and that's what my real shift in focus for our mystery box line is for 2021, is to really focus on quality over quantity, because I don't ever want to be the company that sells thousands of boxes. I purposely limit our boxes, and we're even cutting back on a lot of the stuff that we'll be talking, that I'll be announcing very soon, as far as the boxes and the counts that we do, just because I don't believe in producing thousands of boxes every single month, because I want it to be focused on quality collectibles as opposed to just putting random stuff into our boxes.
I it's like I've always said, your boxes, they never disappoint. You know, I know people love when they say prop replicas, and there's a couple, two young boys that I enjoy watching that was so excited because the company announced Harry Potter, and they were so excited, and they get this cardboard lunch, I don't know what it was, cereal box of something that popped in the movie. Really, I mean, it was something. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of companies try to focus really on the don't miss this box, this is the best box ever. If you miss this box, you know your life's over. And for me, it's autographs, right? We're not selling water here. I want you to think of ZOBIE as the company that's, I'm not gonna overhype stuff. Buy, pick and choose. That's why we don't even do subscriptions. Just pick and choose what you like. If you like this box, or maybe you can find it in the community as far as a trade, right? If you don't want to spend $60, or times are tough and you can't allocate that, that's fine. You know, you can trade for what you like in our community. Because at the end of the day, we all collect because we love something. You know, it brings us back to that memory, right? You have that helmet that reminds you of that Troy Aikman scoring a touchdown for the Cowboys, or you collect a certain horror franchise because you remember seeing it with your cousins late at night when they spent over and they scared the shit out of you. It's triggering a glory day in your head. And for me, that's what I do. You know, the mystery boxes are just that. It's supposed to celebrate the fandom at ZOBIE. You know, have fun. You know, like that for me, I rather focus on that. And I want to make sure our boxes meet that. Every single release, I put the stamp of approval after talking to the guys. Matter of fact, I just finished doing the horror boxes all the way up until September, and then the pop culture, I already have everything ready for all the way up to December of this year. And every single box has a certain theme or thought process that we you know looked at, and hopefully the fans like it.
Here's another one, because it just, speaking of, brings you back. So I remember back in, I forget what it was, 87, I think is when it came out. And I remember going to the video store, renting it with my grandfather, who passed away a year or two later, and watching Spaceballs. And then that brought me back. I mean,
Yeah.
it was awesome from
Yeah.
the license plate. And I was so excited when I got the box. I'm like, I'm going by the, you know, the themes. I'm like, Spaceballs. Oh my God, Spaceballs is going to be the autograph. And awesome. And the memories that it brings back, it's kind of like why I collect, you know, American Pie. It just brings me back to fond memories of it.
I got thrown out of the theater for American Pie. True story. My cousin tried sneaking me in. They were really enforcing the 18 and over, and I was obviously not 18. And I was literally, he snuck me in, and they came on by, asked for the ticket. I didn't have one. They threw me. Yeah, you know, I feel like collecting. I'm like that in my office. One of these days I'll do a video and show my office. But like everything in my office, like I don't have, you know, the greats on my wall. I have people who I enjoy, who I and love their work, or you know, I just bought myself a gift this week. I bought myself an Ultimate Fighter fully signed poster from the UFC from the Clay Guida versus Diego Sanchez fight, which was a big fight for me. I'm a huge Diego Sanchez fan, and that fight to me has always been one of my top 3 fight that I ever saw. So I collect what brings me back to that. I remember my wife and I living in Vegas, and you know we were big MMA fans, and every time there was a fight, we would, you know, buy pizza and have a good time, have drinks, and I feel like collectors, they collect what they love, and I feel like that's what we're trying to do with our community at ZOBIE.
So here's some more people asking some questions. Cliff, curious, what about the actors from the Harry Potter series?
Yeah, so I know that we've got a couple things lined up for V-Shout. I can't say anything yet because I don't have the contracts back, but I've been working on some signings since November of last year, and we're actually right now, I have a team in LA. I have 2 people out there doing signings, and hopefully approve certain signings for V-Shot. I think you guys are going to be in for some really cool surprises in the next.
It's a good one. And again, not easy, guys. Harry Potter's those are tough ones to get.
Yeah, especially because a lot of them live in the UK. you
Yep.
know.
Here, Nick saying, how about Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I don't know. I know I think there was a company one time that announced that signing and it never happened. He's definitely a multi six figure deal. You know, never say never. Hopefully he comes around to wanting to sign. I know it would take a lot of funds to put together, and it would probably be a multiple company just to create a package for him to do it. So we'll see.
Here's Grinchville asking, does ZOBIE ship the mystery boxes to Canada?
Yeah, we ship all over the world. We actually have customers Germany, Australia, Ireland. We ship a lot to the UK. We have a lot of folks in Canada as well. But yeah, we ship it all over the world, our mystery boxes, or any products, to be honest with you, on shopzobie.com.
So, being a wrestling fan, what's your thoughts, AEW? Are you liking what you're seeing from it?
I think the production is a little not there yet, but as far as the talent, there's undeniable talent in there. You know, there's guys like Sammy who I think WWE probably won't, you know, admit this publicly, but they had an opportunity to sign him, and I think he's really one of those guys that he's got a exciting style for fans that, you know, fans really gravitate to, and he's got a lot of natural charisma as well, and he's very young, so you know, that guy's got a rocket strapped to his back right now. So there's a lot of great talent in AEW, and I'm a big fan of Darby's work as well. And I feel like those type of you know, characters will build fans for a long time. And I think competition is really great. I love competition. I'm a fierce competitor myself, so for me, I think it only makes the whole WWE AEW even more exciting. I never pick a side, to be honest with you. I know people get really into the ratings war and all that. I personally just want to see good wrestling. And
I think they can only make WWE better. I think WWE's gotten lazy over the years, and AEW is just what they need. And they have the money behind them to push them, which is, I think, the one thing that you haven't seen with TNA and, you know, with Impact and places like that. They haven't had that.
it takes money to make money, and that's really the truth. And I feel competition always brings out the best in everybody. Me personally, I enjoy the NXT and AEW days. I go back and forth, and I also get spoiled because I kind of like know a lot of the stuff before it happens. So I kind of just I know when to tune in. So I'm like going wild. So yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I know. I would love to see Young Bucks, or maybe even Kenny Omega. For me, is probably right now my favorite to watch. I know WWE had him years ago, and I'm glad they let him go, because I think if he didn't go to New Japan, I don't know if he'd be the wrestler he is today. But man, if any of you out there is a wrestling fan, to see him in action he's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think when New Japan gave him the confidence that a lot of these performers needed, and for him, he needed a platform, right, to really hone into his work. And Kenny's exciting. He's been one of the best wrestlers for a very long time.
Right.
And so for me to see him get, you know, the spotlight, he's actually a really nice guy. I have a funny story of Kenny. He was doing a WrestleCon event, and we were in the room in the back with Diamond Page, and Stone Cold comes up, and they're talking. And from the corner of my eye, I see Kenny, and he's like flipping out because Stone Cold's there. So he comes over, and he's like, "I'm such a big fan," because that was the first time he was meeting him. And I'm over here thinking like I'm like a big mark. I'm like, oh, you got Kenny and you got fucking Stone Cold, you know. It's so we took a really cool photo, and when that photo got published online, they ended up cropping my buddy and I out. And the photo is every single WrestleMania weekend. That photo will be posted by some, you know, wrestling dirt sheet, and they'll always crop me and my buddy out. We're fat anyways, but whatever. Like I was like, that's my fucking photo. So yeah, Kenny's a phenomenal wrestler. I've been a fan of him for a very long time, so I'm happy to see his success. And he's good people. So.
Oh yeah, he seems a huge video game nut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's something else. Here we have someone asking, any chance of the cast from the Boondock Saints, or maybe Bill Skarsgård?
You know, it's funny because we were going back and forth talking about Boondock just this week on our team meeting. We haven't used that theme mystery boxes and how we need to. So yeah, I mean, definitely have some plans for that in this year, maybe in the fall. But you know, the one thing that for us we don't proactively go and reach out to talent. I think we're in a really rare situation from a business. Something that's definitely changed in the last 12 months is the talent usually comes to us and talks about how they can be a part of stuff. You know, one of the things that we do a lot of charity stuff that nobody ever gets to see, as far as doing the galas with the talent. You know, they get asked to donate items to charity, and we're the people who will actually frame it and send it off to the charity. So a lot of the talent works with us. We also manage a lot of websites for a lot of different celebrities and their shops. So for us, we tend to like do business with somebody and they're like, hey, so and so, my friend, who's also an actor, wants to do something, or he would do this, and then it kind of just happens like that. And we work really closely with certain agents as well. So it's always changing. Like right now, we're doing a signing. We should probably be done in the next 15 minutes, and then I'll jump on a call and then see what we can do for Feb. You know, so it's always changing with us.
How about How about you? Your favorite actor, or maybe someone your favorite that you've gotten to work with V shouts or autograph signing sessions. Someone that's just so memorable, great, made a lasting impression for you.
Well, for me, in 2020, we got to do the Michael C. Hall signing, Dexter. I was a huge Dexter nut, you know, and so that was the first signing where people often ask, like, do you ever get starstruck? I don't, but I was very anxious for that signing. You know, I had to fly to New York in a pandemic. We had a lot of items that we had to package and ship and coordinate with a hotel, and I just didn't want it to go wrong. It was the first time he's ever done a signing, and I just wanted it to go flawless just because, I was a huge fan of his work, and I just didn't want to seem unprofessional, you know? So, like, for me, that was a very exciting opportunity last year that we were able to complete, and we were able to do Jennifer Carpenter and Michael C. Hall are the two main characters for Dexter. And
that was a great box, too. An awesome, awesome photo.
Yeah, no, so, I mean, that for me, that was really exciting for sure.
Let's see. Oh, here Nick's saying, tell Ryan Reynolds that you'll invest in Mint Mobile.
Yeah, no, I always love what is it? Jack and him always go back and forth, right? Like they have this little gimmick where they're always kind of talking crap to each other. What's his name? Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Here we got someone saying, I've been with ZOBIE since the first horror anniversary box, greatest mystery box company around.
Yeah, no, the first, man, I feel like a lot of the people who were, I guess I want to say the first product that people ever saw from us was our mystery boxes, and we've built that base of really loyal diehard fans from the first box until now. And I feel like that's what adds the extra pressure on my shoulders and like the stress. Like today's actually my birthday, and we went into the warehouse and worked for a few hours. I'm obsessing over our launches, and I suffer from like a really aggressive ADHD, and so for me, every day I don't really care if it's a Sunday or a Tuesday. Like when I start obsessing over our boxes and our releases, I can't get it out of my head. I have to drive in and do it. And so today I went in because we have a pop culture box that's sold out, and that's launching next Monday. And so our mystery boxes and the loyal customers from that is like, I feel like I put a lot of that pressure on me to make sure that we're putting out really good quality stuff so people can be happy, because times are tough right now. And I want them to know that if they're getting our box, they're going to get their money's worth.
I don't think you've ever disappointed. Like I said, there's other people that I've gotten their boxes, and it's like you sit there and you're like, man, this is just bad. And when I get your boxes, I like that it's every other month. I like that you do the pre-orders sort of that month before, and then you get so excited. Oh man, this genre, that theme, fabulous. And you get them, and they're just like, they're fabulous. They're just awesome.
Yeah, well, our pop culture box is you know, if you're a ZOBIE supporter, you get 20% off our stuff on the website. So it's $32. So for us, like, we're always trying to put a name into a box that people can recognize, or it's a really popular franchise. And if that one autograph franchise that was for that particular month, if you're not a fan of it, you can trade it. And for me, again, quality over quantity. And you know, I always get like really good I am very extreme. I think this somebody asked me on a podcast recently that I did was my methods of madness, and I don't I don't follow anything on social media. My social media pages are like closed. I don't I hide everything, or I have it hidden from me because I like to just focus on what I'm doing. But I have a lot of people who will send me messages of like other boxes and stuff and want my opinion. And one of the things I've seen is in business, you never create a box with no passion and love in it because the fans are going to see that. And for us, like I surround myself with people who are better than me. Like everybody around me is better at something. So that's why you'll see like the Fright, box. Audie, one of the guys that works with me, he's a diehard horror fan. That you can ask him something and that dude will know it. And so like I got a guy like that on my team who helps me curate boxes, right? Takes some of the pressure off and we're able to like make the box with actual time and love, not rushed. And I think that a lot of companies go into the mindset of, I want to be known as the best mystery box, and the best means I sell thousands of boxes. That doesn't mean shit to me. I don't do this for the money. Like I do it for because I don't want to I want to just do this to the day I die. And for me, I never really cared about the money. Like I my background before ZOBIE was cybersecurity, so I left a lot of money on the plate just to follow this dream. So for me, I want to focus on quality over quantity. And so hopefully our mystery boxes this year will be something that the fans enjoy.
I would say I mean, I don't know horror as well, and I got to see Audie with Jazzy what a week or two ago, and just I love the back and forth with that one horror movie that he said you got to see it, and he got you to finally put it into a box.
Oh yeah, Audie's a little fucker. He will put some like obscure film that like nobody will know, like Basket Case, and like I'm like, dude, where do I even see it? Like where can I stream it? He goes, oh, let me get you some links so you can watch it free. And I'm like, all right, send it over. And it's like 30 minutes later, he sends me this obscure link. He's like, I found it on YouTube. The whole movie's on YouTube. I'm like, really? Like, he's like, yeah, look. And it's like some dudes like literally like streaming. So I'm there, drinking whiskey. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck am I looking at? Yeah. Audie did that IG live video a couple weeks back because I was slammed weekend. But I love Audie. Audie's somebody who doesn't get a lot of the attention on the community like he should because he's more of a behind the scenes guy, and that's just who he is. But he loves horror. He loves being able to talk about just horror films all day long, and I'm blessed to have somebody like him on the team. To be honest with you,
he seemed tremendously passionate and loves his horror. So yeah, and he definitely impressed Jazzy, who's a horror nut herself.
Yeah, Audie. That's the thing about Audie, to be honest with you, and it's a lot for the team too. Like you can tell he has passion for stuff, and I feel like people can see that. Like I want that to come out of our boxes. I want people to like see that this wasn't put together for a money grab. This wasn't curated just for the sake of curating. We're thinking about what we're doing. Like a lot of time goes into it. To be quite honest with you, sometimes I ask. Like Friday night, I got home at 3 a.m, and then by 8 o'clock we were back in the warehouse. Like there's a lot of time that goes into this. And Audie, when it comes to the ZOBIE Fright, some of the stuff we have, like even the box that we're about to go on pre-order on the 1st, man, that's a sick fucking box. Like I'm really shocked on how it came together because a lot of things were happening in the back end that I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. And even our 3rd year anniversary, getting Quinn Lord on it was brutally tough. So it was really, really hard since he doesn't live in the U.S. So it's a lot of fun.
And here you got Funny Farm saying, "Oh, Basket Case was the shit." Oh my.
I seen people post up photos with the shirt, and it always makes me smile because if I would have listened to Audie, you probably would have gotten that T-shirt design really, really, really late 2019. But we ended up finally doing it in 2020 because I just couldn't get the fucker to stop message. Every time I would send him a message like, "Hey, so what do you think for the T-shirt design basket case?" Every single it didn't matter if it was like for an anime box or pop culture. His first response would be basket case. I'm like, dude, fuck off, like seriously. And I'm like, we're talking culture. He's like, yeah, we really should do basket case. So seriously, I'm like, dude. So finally, I'm like, you know what, green light it, let's do it. And it actually came out really nice. I like the design. Ben kicked ass on that design, and Audie, he's always wearing the shirt, and it's kind of him just trolling me. Like we do our online team on Wednesday meeting, and he always has the fucking shirt on just to kind of put it in my face. So yeah, got the guy.
Here's another one for people that don't know. Where's the? Now I know where the name comes from, but how about for people that don't? How did you come up with the name ZOBIE?
I didn't come up with the name. My wife did. My wife Jen created the name. It's Zoe and Kobe. That's which is my two daughters started in my life. Zoe is a 10-year-old. Kobe's a 6-year-old. Zoe's very much like my wife, and Kobe is the class clown. She's more like me, and so ZOBIE stands for my two daughters' names put together.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Yeah, here's Funny Man saying, yeah, the pop culture box coming out, stacked lineup.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Three Ninjas growing up, and so I wanted to use that theme. It's been in I have this it's beat up now notebook of all these themes and ideas I had either for art prints or for T-shirts or props, and the Three Ninjas one, I had that from our first box ever, which was August of 2018 for pop culture, and it kind of just was like, you know what, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. I was trying to do action-packed martial art films for this one, and I couldn't get the prop I wanted with the theme originally. And then finally, after we announced it, the prop maker's like, I'll be able to do this one. I'm like, oh, I already announced it, so fuck it, still do the prop, and we'll stick it into a box in like August of this year for our 30-year anniversary for the pop culture. So yeah, that was what I was trying to do with this box. I'm very excited about it. It's sold out. It's a box that went a lot of work went into, and I hope people really enjoy it for being a $32 box.
Yeah, you guys are like the only place that has sort of that, pay $6, save 20% on everything with V Shouts, which is awesome. And I know there's a couple of people. Shouts out to Franchise Kicks. I got to meet Clint last year, incredible dude, and he is a huge autograph collector along with a lot of us. And yeah, I mean, you guys can use Kicks 10 and save 10% with his code, but the 20% off, guys, it pays for itself. The first box you get, it really does. It's a no brainer.
Yeah, the ZOBIE supporter program is the way I look at it is, the supporters for $6 are able to get a discount code to the website. That $6 goes a long way. You're helping literally the roof over our heads, right? That money literally pay our lease. And so we're able to have a really nice headquarters now compared to the one we had in the first year. And I looked at it as 20% off our mystery boxes. If you're basically getting $8 off, right? So I look at it as if you only make one purchase per month, you're gonna come out on top. And so we try to offer some different things throughout the year that 20% off, quality control even drops it even further. When stuff is heavily, you still can stack that 20% on top.
Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely love it. Here's the one. Being in Kingwood, have you worked with JDs, and if so, thoughts and opinions?
Yeah, JDF. I think that's who he's referring to. Yeah, his martial arts studio is 4 minutes away from me. We have him on V Shout. He was actually the second person ever to get on V Shout, and so yeah, he's great. We love working with him.
How about let's see. Well, here's one. Of course, wanting Harrison Ford. Guys, that is a tough one. Harrison Ford. If you find a Harrison Ford authenticated autograph, very, very expensive. Very, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the ones. How about anyone that you would really want to get, like your top autograph person?
I'm looking for a Chris Farley autograph right now, so I can create a piece for my office. I grew up being a really big fan of him. It's really hard to get autographs from him. Sometimes you can find them on eBay on 8x10 lobby, black and white photos. You can also find them sometimes on just regular sketches of paper. But I'm trying to get a really nice, like, either index card or an 8x10 so I could frame it up for my office. But I have I've gotten a lot of really cool autographs for my office that I've kind of just shopped for over the years. Like, I have some ring worn elbow pads from Macho Man signed.
Ooh. Oh,
Working on a custom frame piece right now for that. I have some ring worn fight gloves that were given to me by my buddy Henry. So from the UFC. So I have a lot of like cool little stuff like that like it's one of ones, and those are the stuff that either is given to me from a very close relative of the person or the talent themselves. And that's quite what I collect a lot of.
so any future box you're really looking forward to? Since you've mapped them out throughout the year, which is awesome that you do that. It's awesome to work ahead like that.
Yeah, April's pop culture box is this is probably a little spoiler that I haven't even told anybody this publicly, but it's based on TV sitcoms, and I'm very excited for that one because I watched a lot of stuff that was on free local channels. We didn't have cable growing up. I'm really pumped for the April pop culture box. I think I had probably the most fun creating that box in a long time. And so I'm excited for that. I'm also excited for the ZOBIE Fright box for May, just because I feel like it came together really well, and we're thinking outside the box for some of the themes. Certain themes, I feel like there's certain product that's been put out, but I feel like what we're going to try to do in 2021 is be unique in the sense that try to give love to other supporting cast members in a film, the ones that don't get that much love.
That's actually a good thing. Yeah, that's awesome. How about Funko Pops? I know a lot of people talk about the one thing they hate to deal with is Funko Pops, getting them signed and shipping them and breaking the boxes down, putting the boxes back up. How's that for you guys?
We have a process down right now in the suitcases we took to LA for this trip. I think there's like 800 Funko Pops in our suitcases, flattened out and organized. I mean, everybody on the team's we're like really efficient in condensing stuff. Like, we're master packers now at this point, and so I don't mind the process. It can be a real pain in the ass, but if you're somebody who's looking at our website and wants to pre-order or mail in your Grail Funko Pop, go to Audie's YouTube page. He actually did a video on how to break down a Funko Pop and how to protect it from your home to us. We also have the mailing kit that you can purchase on our website. We send you all the shipping supplies you'll need to ship stuff back to us. And then on the other side too is when you buy Funko Pops from us, you can now upgrade them to the Armor Shield that $7 produces, and an upgrade from our custom protectors to the Pop Armor Shields. And Funko Pops, I feel like there's just some people just collect pops and that's it. And so that fandom is very, very was in a huge rapid incline the last couple of years as far as autograph pops. It wasn't even a thing back in 2014, 2015. Nobody was really doing that. You really saw a boom of that in the last few, especially with all these different toys for anime that didn't get a lot of merchandise created for them in the US. Now, I think that's what really took off for Funko Pop. And so, yeah, so for us, it's like always one of the more popular things that we put in our boxes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, people love the autographed Funko Pops. I still the Odie from Garfield, still one of my favorites that you did. I think for an animation box you did. Right, it might even be coming up on a year ago. But yeah, awesome stuff.
Yeah, that was November of 2019. That was our Black Friday drop that we did with Garfield and He-Man, and what was I forget the third theme off the top of my head. I think it might have been Ren and Stimpy. That was that box. Yeah.
And speaking of pins, I mean, your guys' pins again are awesome. I mean, some of the best enamel pins that I've seen anywhere, really. I mean, the size on them, because I've had some enamel pins made for myself, and I know they're not a cheap thing to have done. especially if you have them done nicely.
Yeah,
And your
especially
system is awesome.
2-inch pins like we do. I think we're the only company that does the 2-inch pins. Everybody else does the 0.75 or 1-inch. Yeah, they're expensive to produce, and we also work closely with an artist like Corey, who I just had our meeting last night, and we just pumped out 7 designs that we're doing for our mystery boxes. And it's funny to hear him like take my feedback and then create something, because sometimes I look at it, I'm like, you made me look like a fucking genius, because I definitely did not like that. It looks fucking great, you know. But the cool thing about our lapel pins, because this happened recently, so I'll share this. Somebody reached out to me because I posted up a photo in our community and was like, "Dude, I really wanted that pin." Like, yeah, I only have one. He goes, "You know what that went for on eBay 2 weeks ago?" He goes, "Because I've been looking for one." I was like, "No." He's like, $78. I'm like, "You're stop." He's like, he sent me the link and somebody paid $78. I'm like, wow. Our pins on the aftermarket, especially the stuff we did in the first year, like, is crazy collectible now on eBay. For me, that's like, it blows my mind to see that, because, you know, like, I never I didn't think about stuff like that when we first started. And like the original Fright Pack pins, like, you know, the Boy in the Lake, Glow in the Dark, and the Michael Myers, like, I remember getting those created and not thinking like, well, people are actually going to want these, like, and collect these. And yeah, if you go on eBay and you type in ZOBIE pins, like, it's a thing, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's collecting crews that you know, trade them. So I remember there's some that are like the 2-parters, and you're looking, oh man, I got to get the 2-part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah, they're awesome. They're insane. Here we got, someone said they got a Sub-Zero in one of their box. They loved it in one of the gamer boxes.
Yeah, Jim Miller. Yeah, that was a cool box. That was also a 2019 Black Friday ZOBIE Gamer box drop that we did. I really enjoyed that box. Jim's a really good guy. We've actually stayed in touch, and we have the other Sub-Zero voice, Steve Blum, on our website right now as a pre-order. And you know, I'm excited because I ended up ordering more Sub-Zero Funko Pops for him to sign, and I literally just got a notification before I jumped on. So like, hey, your items have shipped from Funko. So I'm like, yes, finally. So I'm excited to have those on the website.
Here we got Funny Man saying Adam Sandler's tribute to Chris Farley was amazing. We need a Sandman signing. Wink, wink. He's a tough
Yeah.
one too, guys.
Yeah. We did something. We did a T-shirt that was kind of a tribute to Chris for our 2-year anniversary pop culture box last year, which was the tie. I don't know if you remember that box, or that baby blue T-shirt, but
Yep.
incorporate Chris Farley into. If I could, I'd have a Chris Farley theme in every pop culture box, to be honest with you, just because I can put that on. It's very similar to like The Office for me, where I can put it on and just in the background listen to it, and his laugh makes me laugh. You know, just like he had such a personality that was so infectious. Like, as far as like, you just were attached to it, and so yeah, that reminded me of growing up.
It's a shame we lost someone, because just imagine what he could have done and the movies he could have made. I mean, Black Sheep and Tommy Boy were, I mean, they're classics. They're awesome.
Absolutely.
Here we got a serious question. When you pre-order your boxes, do you charge right away or when they ship?
We do charge. You pay for the box and shipping to you on the pre-order. So like, right when you submit the order, the charge goes through, and then we ship. We have the date always on our graphics as far as when we're shipping.
Here we got ZOBIE 3-inch Megazord pin was legit.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that goes for a lot of money on the aftermarket now. And I have one, and Adam on our team actually created that pin. That was the one that was the first pin he ever created. And we went 3 inches just because that, you know, that was such an iconic Power Rangers, um, character that it was larger than life. We wanted to make sure they were larger than the rest of the pins. And I remember asking, like, is there any way we can get a 3-inch pin? They're like, you already used 2-inch pins. Why do you want to go to 3? I'm like, I don't know, because I'm stupid like that. Like, I just want to see if we can do it. And the company reaches back to me. They're like, we can do it, but they're going to be like $5 each. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. So, yeah, that was a Jared's thought process right there.
How about any kind of wrestler that you'd love to work with coming up, or someone you'd love to get?
Yeah, wrestling's really hard to do like signings with, like where you can publicly announce them, especially the active roster guys.
Yeah.
There's we have to jump through to just get them on platforms, and
I think WWE would probably be a lot harder to get those people than it is some of the others.
yeah, it's very difficult, man. I mean, I think sometimes people are like, "Can we get this person? Can we get this person?" And I think I always like tell people like, you never do something with a no guarantee. They always want like a crazy amount of money. So, when you go into VShot and you see over 140 people, that's how much like we have allotted to them every single 30 days that we're on the website. It's not like they're on there just for the kindness of their heart too, so we always have to really forecast for that type of stuff. And so wrestling wise, I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody on top of my head that I would love to do business with, because I pretty much done business with every single wrestler that I've wanted to do business with. We've got a couple of big names that I'm going to be putting into ZOBIE wrestling boxes. Our WrestleMania timeline that I'm dropping a box. Like I have like a really cool box that's coming together, and I can't wait to announce all the details. I should probably be ready to talk about it more in like the next 2.5 weeks.
That'll be a cool box. I love when you do your wrestling stuff.
Yeah. I'm
Awesome.
excited for this one. Hopefully, if my plan goes like I want it, or how I can envision it, it'll be a box that will ship the week of Mania, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Here we got Grandma's Boy or Half Baked would be a great to get a cast autograph from.
Yeah, I definitely will have Grandma's Boy in our comedy box for sure. That was actually a theme I couldn't do this past comedy box, but it'll be in the next one just because I'm such a big fan of that film. It's such a good film.
And then talking Mark Calloway, of course, The Undertaker would be a cool one. Yeah, I mean, if you guys saw on, I think it was at your Black Friday wrestling one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
guys, he is not a cheap guy to get.
No, he usually goes for like 175, 200 by himself. Yeah, in our Black Friday wrestling box, we had urns, Funko Pops, 16 by 20s in our boxes. Every single one had an Undertaker autograph in it. And people have asked for that again. And, we'll probably add Undertaker again to our wrestling box this coming year. It was such a big hit.
Oh, yeah. He does a nice autograph, too. It's really nice autograph.
Yeah.
Some people's autograph, it's like, it's kind of wonky, but his... That's a nice thing. It's a nice piece. Well, we're coming down to the last bit. So anything you want to close us out with, Jayare? Again, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate you having me on. And yeah, if you're interested in anything for ZOBIE, sign up for our emails. I think our emails are very stacked with information of not only the latest updates on VShop, but what's coming up and our different mystery box launches and all that. So this coming Saturday, we have our very popular ZOBIE quality control cell. That'll be Saturday at 8 p.m. Central, and that's always a lot of fun. So, but yeah, no, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. Absolutely. And guys, if you haven't checked it out, check out ZOBIE. February 1st, I think the next Fright Pack goes on pre-order, and February 1st, the next ZOBIE Pop Culture goes on or gets shipped. So looking forward to that one. And follow the auctions. The V shouts are insane. If you want somebody, get it. You're gonna love it. And if you're a wrestling fan, Sammy Guevara is an absolute insane V shout. For $40, he is. I have not seen a V shout I think as good as his.
No, I agree. I would agree with that. Yeah.
And for $40, you can't beat that. Darby Allin, another one that's on there, a great up and comer. So on that note, guys, again, thank you to Jayare. Shout out to ZOBIE. Go check him out, and we'll see you on the next one. Be safe, guys. Wash your hands, social distance, all the good stuff. We'll see you through the week.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.